Hi Jojo fam, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are great. Welcome to another video. If you're seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Jojo and this is Jojo React. Welcome to another video. I'm so excited, guys. My last live, I was really sick. But I am back now. I'm better, I'm strong, and I'm grateful to God for strength. And thank you so much for not reaching out to me. I just saw this video online, and it says died live on stage. Died live on stage. I don't know what this is about. Like well, this is quite long. 30 performers and actors who died live on stage. That must have been a horrible thing to experience if you were there on the audience. Like that was really, it looks really, really horrible. I mean, somebody's performing, all of a sudden the person fall down and die. Yeah, I would love to check this one out. This is not a song, it is not a comedy, it's just something I find interesting. And yeah, let's get right into the video.
Seeing the performers leaving us live in front of our eyes is an incident that leaves an everlasting impression on us. There have been many artists, musicians, and performers who died while they were performing or acting in front of their audiences or live camera. Toomey Cooper. On April 15, 1984, while performing live on television, Cooper began his act in front of a packed audience and millions watching on TV. Suddenly, he clutched his chest and fell backward. Because of his reputation for mixing comedy with deliberate mistakes, the audience thought his collapse was part of the routine. They laughed and applauded, assuming Cooper was playing his usual role as the bumbling magician. However, behind the scenes, it quickly became clear that Cooper was in grave trouble. The show's host, Jimmy Tarbuck, and other performers scrambled to attend to him, yet the cameras remained on the stage for a few more moments, unaware of the severity of the situation. Cooper had suffered a massive heart attack on stage, and while the audience waited for the next part of the show, medics rushed to revive him behind the curtain. Tragically, he was pronounced dead shortly after being taken to a nearby hospital. Mitsuharu Misawa. On June 13, 2009, Mitsuharu Misawa, a celebrated Japanese professional wrestler, tragically lost his life during a live wrestling match in Hiroshima. Misawa was renowned for his intense, high-flying style and technical skill, qualities that made him a legend in Japanese wrestling. In the ring that night, Misawa was taking part in a tag team match when he was lifted for a suplex. In an instant, the atmosphere changed. Misawa collapsed in the ring, unresponsive. The move had resulted in a severe spinal cord injury, and it was clear to everyone in attendance that this was more than just an act. The live broadcast turned somber as officials, medical staff, and wrestlers rushed to his aid, performing CPR in the ring. Spectators, both in the arena and those watching on television, held their breath as medical personnel continued to administer emergency care. Despite immediate intervention, Misawa was quickly transported to a nearby hospital where he was tragically pronounced dead. Steve Irwin. On September 4, 2006, Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, tragically passed away while filming Ocean's Deadliest, a documentary exploring the world's most dangerous marine animals. While snorkeling in the waters of the Great Barrier Reef, Irwin encountered an 8-foot stingray. As he swam closely behind the animal, which typically avoids human contact, the stingray suddenly whipped its tail upward in defense, striking Irwin with a powerful barb directly into his chest. The stingray's barb pierced Irwin's heart, causing a fatal injury. Although his crew immediately pulled him from the water and attempted CPR, their efforts were sadly unsuccessful. The incident was captured on film as cameras were rolling for the documentary, though the footage was never publicly released out of respect for his family and legacy. Irwin's sudden passing at the age of 44 shocked fans around the world, who knew him for his larger-than-life personality and unwavering commitment to wildlife conservation. Karl Wallenda. On March 22, 1978, Karl Wallenda, the legendary high-wire artist,
this particular one is so scary. Whenever I'm watching events like this where somebody, it's so risky, it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it. Like, why do you have to risk your life for things like this? A tight what now? God.
one of his most daring stunts. A tightrope walk between the towers of the
Scary.
Condado Plaza Hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. At 73 years old, Walenda was still
73
pushing the
years old.
limits
He
of
was
his
still
art,
doing this.
embodying the thrill and danger that had defined his career. Known for his incredible balance, skill, and fearless approach to high-wire acts, Walenda had captivated audiences for decades with his breathtaking stunts. On that fateful day, strong winds buffeted the wire as Walenda carefully made his way across. Suddenly, he lost his balance and tragically fell to his death, a moment captured on camera. Though not broadcast live, the footage later circulated, bringing a somber reality to his legendary status. Walenda's passing marked a heartbreaking moment in the world of circus arts, as he had become a symbol of extraordinary bravery and dedication to his craft. His death underscored the immense risks he undertook in every performance and ended the career of a man who had lived his life on the edge.
Pedro.
Pedro Henrique. On March 12, 2023, Pedro Henrique, a celebrated Brazilian guitarist known for his electrifying stage presence and exceptional skill, tragically passed away during a live performance at a music festival in São Paulo. Henrique, only 39 years old, was in the midst of an energetic set when he suddenly collapsed on stage, stunning the audience. Known
Wait. What's the cause of these things? Like, what's really happening? Like, what's the cause of these things? Is it like, is it, I'm trying to understand, is it heart attack? Like, what is really happening? Like, I know somebody who, like, few months ago, was beaten in the bathroom and she snored and died. Like, when I heard that news, it was really it was really shocking. Like, how do you see somebody full of life and the person will just snore and die like that? Like, seeing this guy on stage singing and all of a sudden he's falling and dying. Honestly, is it that they have other underlying sickness before that they did not take seriously, or is something like that? Is it possible? Like, if you're in the medical field, is something like that possible? Like, is that possible? Will you just be full of life, you're good, you know you're healthy, and all of a sudden the person collapse and die? Heart attack. How does heart attack happens? Is it like, I don't know. How does it happen? Don't you like get symptoms? Don't you get like signs? Please let me know in the comment section if you have an idea.
for his work with prominent bands and a successful solo career, Henrique had built a reputation as one of Brazil's finest guitarists, captivating fans
So
with
cute.
his passionate, soulful
So
playing.
cute.
Emergency personnel rushed him to a nearby hospital, but he was sadly pronounced dead upon arrival. The cause was later determined to be a heart attack, a devastating shock
That's
to
what,
fans,
like,
friends, and
it's
fellow
always surprising.
musicians
It's always
who
heart
knew him
attack.
for his dynamic performances and love for music. Valencia Prime. Valencia Prime, a 25-year-old transgender woman and prominent Philadelphia drag performer, tragically passed away on September 12, 2022, after collapsing on stage during a performance at Taboo Lounge and Sports Bar. Known as Philadelphia's plus-size dancing diva, Prime was hosting her live showcase, Primetime, when she suddenly became unresponsive. Despite immediate medical attention, she was pronounced dead at Jefferson Hospital. The Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office later determined the cause of death to be atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, classifying it as natural causes. Prime's untimely passing sent shockwaves through the local LGBTQ+ community and beyond. Tributes poured in from friends, fellow performers, and fans who remembered her as a vibrant and positive force in the performance community. Taboo Lounge expressed their sorrow, stating, "Today we mourn the loss of a very bright and rising star. We say goodbye to Valencia Prime, but we will not forget the light you brought to the stage. Colonel Bruce Hampton. On May 1st,
So
2017,
sad.
Colonel Bruce Hampton, a revered musician and pioneer in the jam band scene, passed away during a live performance in Atlanta. The concert, a star-studded 70th birthday celebration,
Oh,
featured Hampton performing with notable musicians from his extensive career, including members of his bands, the Hampton Grease Band and Aquarium Rescue Unit. During a high-energy jam session, Hampton
oh
collapsed
my
on
God.
stage, seemingly resting his arm on a speaker. At first, both the audience and his fellow musicians thought it was part of his theatrical style, known for blending humor and unpredictable antics into his
That's the
performances.
problem.
However, as the moments passed, concern grew as it became apparent that Hampton was in serious distress. Medical personnel quickly arrived and rushed him to the hospital, where he was sadly pronounced dead later that evening. Hampton's passing marked a profound loss for the music world, especially within the jam band and improvisational music community. Barbara Weldons. Barbara Weldons, a talented French singer-songwriter, tragically passed away on July 19, 2017, during a live performance at the Léo Ferré Festival in Gourdon, France. Known for her captivating voice and artistic expression, she had recently released her debut album and was gaining recognition in the music world. During her performance, Weldons, who often performed barefoot, accidentally stepped on faulty electrical equipment. This resulted in a fatal electric shock, causing her to collapse on stage. Despite immediate efforts to save her, Weldons was pronounced dead
But
at the scene.
why will you even why was she performing live without her shoes? Like, why? What kind of...
Leaving fans and the music community in shock. She was only 35 years old,
Imagine.
and her untimely death cut short a promising career. Juan Jamalon. On November 5th, 2023, Filipino radio broadcaster Juan Johnny Walker Jumalon was tragically killed during a live broadcast. Juan
Tragically
Jumalon,
killed.
a beloved personality known for his lighthearted broadcasts on 94.7 Gold Mega Calamba FM, was not involved in controversial reporting. His program focused on spreading good vibes and jokes. The attack occurred early in the morning at Jumalon's home in Calamba, Misamis Occidental. Two men arrived under the
Oh,
pretense
they
of
killed
making an
him.
announcement about lost belongings.
He was...
One
Oh,
assailant held a
shit.
staff member at gunpoint, while the other entered the radio booth and shot Jumalon twice. The gunman then stole a necklace and fled with a third accomplice on a motorcycle. The entire incident was caught on a Facebook live stream and CCTV. Sib Hashian. Sib Hashian, renowned as the drummer for the iconic rock band Boston, tragically passed away on March 22nd,
Wow.
2017, while performing on a cruise ship. Hashian, born on August 17, 1949, was 67 years old at the time of his death. He had been a key member of Boston, contributing to the band's signature sound with his powerful drumming on albums like their self-titled debut and Don't Look Back. On the day of his death, Hashian was performing aboard a Legends of Rock cruise, a themed cruise featuring classic rock acts. During the performance, Hashian suddenly collapsed on stage. The cruise ship was sailing off the coast of the United States, and despite immediate medical attention and attempts to revive him, he was pronounced dead. Reports indicated that Hashian had been battling kidney cancer in the months leading up to his death. This diagnosis, coupled with his passing while performing, was a significant blow to fans in the rock community. The incident occurred during a live performance on the cruise, but it remains unclear if the performance was being broadcast or recorded for public consumption at the time. Dick Shawn. Dick Shawn, a well-known comedian and actor, died unexpectedly while performing on stage. On April 17, 1987, Shawn was performing a comedy routine at the University of California, San Diego, when he suddenly collapsed. At first, the audience thought it was part of the act, but it soon became clear that something was seriously wrong. Shawn suffered a heart attack and was pronounced dead shortly after being rushed to the hospital. He was 63 years old. Shawn was famous for his roles in films like It's a Mad, 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 Mad World and The Producers. And his sudden death during a live performance was a shock to many. Lillian Harden Armstrong. Lillian Hardin Armstrong was an American jazz pianist, composer, arranger, singer, and bandleader. She was born on February 3rd, 1898, in Memphis, Tennessee, and was the second wife of Louis Armstrong. Known for her performances with jazz bands and her collaborations with notable musicians such as Earl Hines, Armstrong had a significant impact on the jazz scene. After Louis Armstrong's death on July 6, 1971, Armstrong traveled to New York for his funeral and rode in the family car. Following the
Oh
funeral,
my
she
God.
returned to Chicago with plans to continue working on her autobiography. However, on August 27, 1971, while performing at a televised memorial concert for Armstrong, she collapsed at the piano and died from a heart attack on the way to the hospital. She was 73 years old. KK. Indian singer KK, whose full name was Krishnakumar Kunath, passed away on May 31st, 2022. KK was a celebrated playback singer in the Indian film industry, known for his versatile voice and memorable contributions to Bollywood music. Born on August 23, 1968, in Delhi, KK began his career as a singer in the
Oh,
1990s and quickly gained recognition for his soulful and
KK.
emotive voice. He recorded songs in various Indian languages, including Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Bengali. Some of his most popular tracks include Tadup Tadup from Hum Dil De Chukai Sanam, Pyar Ke Paal from Hate Story, and Kya Kehna from Kaya Kehna. KK's death occurred during a live performance in Kolkata. He was performing at a concert at the Nazrul Mancha Auditorium when he suddenly collapsed. Despite being rushed to a nearby hospital, he was pronounced dead on arrival. The cause of his death was reported as a cardiac arrest. KK was 54 years old at the time of his passing. His untimely death shocked the Indian music
Oh,
industry and his fans, leaving a significant void in the
wait, could it be stress? Could it be stress of touring? Because so far, these are celebrities, right? Could it be stress of their kind of job? Because I know this their kind of job can be really time consuming, and they might not even have time to rest, you know, moving from one location to another, and um organizing concerts and having tours of all kinds. Could it be stress that might just be leading to this? Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So sad.
world of playback singing. Zoltan, Hungarian music star Zoltan dies during Swedish live TV show. He was performing for a video recording when he had a sudden heart attack and collapsed in front of camera. Many German and Hungarian newspapers then
Oh,
questioned his natural
Jesus.
death and considered it a planned murder. Kosta Tich. South African rapper and dancer Kosta Tich, whose real name was Konstantinos Sobanoglu, tragically died on March 11, 2023, during his performance at the Ultra South Africa Music Festival in Johannesburg. While on stage, he collapsed twice,
Oh,
with
I
the
don't know
second
this
collapse
one.
proving
This one
fatal.
is so recent.
Despite quick medical attention, Kosta Tich was pronounced dead shortly after the incident. The exact cause of his death remains unconfirmed, with speculations about a possible seizure. Papa Wemba. The legendary Congolese musician known for pioneering soukous music, Papa Wemba died on April 24, 2016, during a performance at the Femua Music Festival in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. He collapsed on stage, and despite immediate efforts to revive him, he was pronounced dead shortly after. Papa Wemba's music career spanned decades and influenced generations, blending traditional African rhythms with modern sounds. Goodbye to Gravity. Goodbye to Gravity,
Oh,
a Romanian
wow.
metal band, faced a tragic disaster on October 30th, 2015, during their album release concert at Collective Nightclub in Bucharest. A pyrotechnics display ignited the club's soundproofing foam, causing a devastating fire. The blaze spread rapidly, leading to a stampede as attendees tried to escape. Sadly, 64 people lost their lives, including 4 band members: Vlad Telea, Mihai Alexandru, Bogdan Inache, and Alex Pascu. The incident led to national mourning and sparked significant protests over corruption and lax safety regulations in Romania. Irma Boulevard. The popular Indonesian dangdut singer,
What?
known for
64
her
people
daring
died.
performances with cobras in her neck, was tragically died on April 4th, 2016. During a live performance in Karawang, West Java, Irma was bitten by a king cobra snake that she used as a prop on stage. Despite initially refusing treatment, believing the venom had no effect, she later collapsed and was rushed to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. Tiny Tim. Another person who died while performing was the American
that one
singer
is just,
famous for.
I'm sorry to say, but that's just like outright. Because why will you take so, oh God, why will you take so much risk? Now you've gotten yourself involved in getting a bite from a snake. You are,
His unique falsetto voice and ukulele performances. His name was Tiny Tim. He gained fame with his hit Tiptoe Through the Tulips in the 1960s. On November 30th, 1996, while performing at a gala benefit in Minneapolis, Tiny Tim suffered a heart attack on stage. He was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead shortly after. Christina Grimmie. She was a talented singer and former contestant on The Voice, that tragically died on June 10th, 2016. After a concert in Orlando, Florida, she was signing autographs for fans when a gunman approached and shot her. Despite immediate medical attention, Christina succumbed to her injuries. The assailant, who was tackled by her brother, then took his own life. Christina Grimmie was just 22 years old. Dimebag Darrell. Legendary guitarist for Pantera and Damageplan, was tragically killed on December 8, 2004. During a Damageplan concert in Columbus, Ohio, a gunman rushed the stage and shot Darrell multiple times, killing him instantly. Three others were also killed before the shooter was taken down by a police officer. Darrell, known for his influential guitar work and energetic performances, was 38 years old. Owen Hart. On May 23, 1999, during a WWE pay-per-view event called Over the Edge, saw a tragic incident. Owen was performing a stunt where he was supposed to descend into the ring from the rafters using a harness and grapple line. However, something went wrong during the stunt, causing Hart to fall approximately 78 feet and land in the ring. Despite immediate medical attention, Owen Hart succumbed to his injuries. WWE never released the official video of his falling. On October 11, 1991, Red Fox, the beloved comedian famous for his role in the television series Sanford and Son, collapsed on the set of the television show The Royal Family while rehearsing a scene. Fox was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. His death was attributed to a heart attack, which he suffered at the age of 68. Dawn Brunchot. She was an experienced trainer at SeaWorld Orlando. During a routine interaction with an orca named Tilikum, the whale unexpectedly grabbed her and dragged her underwater. Despite efforts to rescue her, Brunchot succumbed to her injuries.
This is
The
another
incident shocked
risky
the world
job.
and sparked debates about animal captivity and trainer safety. She tragically passed away on February 24, 2010. Silver King on May 11, 2019, while performing in a wrestling match at the Roundhouse venue in Camden, London, Silver King, a Mexican wrestler and actor, tragically passed away. He collapsed in the ring during a bout and was pronounced dead shortly afterward. Nick Menza. On May 21, 2016, Nick Menza, the former drummer of the band Megadeth, tragically collapsed on stage while performing with his band OHM at a club in Los Angeles.
And this is
Efforts
just
to
sad.
revive him were unsuccessful,
These are just sad.
and he was pronounced dead at the scene. Juan Carlos Formel. On 26 May 2023, during a performance in the Bronx, Formel suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 59. He was a Cuban musician and composer. Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, the legendary martial artist and actor, died unexpectedly on July 20th, 1973, at the age of 32. Known for his groundbreaking films like Enter the Dragon and his philosophy on martial arts, Lee's death shocked the world. He was in Hong Kong working on a film when he collapsed. The official cause of death was cerebral edema, a swelling of the brain, possibly caused by a reaction to a painkiller he had taken earlier. Brandon Lee. Just like his father, Brandon Lee also died in a tragic accident on March 31, 1993, during the filming of the movie The Crow. During a scene where Lee's
Oh,
character is shot, a prop gun that was supposed to fire blanks instead discharged a real bullet fragment. The gun had been improperly prepared. A bullet with no powder had lodged in the barrel during a previous scene. When the blank was fired, it propelled the lodged bullet fragment, hitting Lee. Lee was struck in the abdomen and collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital where surgeons tried to save him, but after several hours of surgery, he was pronounced dead. The official cause of death was a gunshot wound.
it's finished, guys. It's finished. When I saw this this video, I didn't know it would be this sad. Ah, I think I know just a few of the celebrities. I think I know Bruce Lee. It's just so sad that people take this risk for, I don't know, like the other lady that had snake on her neck and the snake bites a shot. It's just sad. It's just a sad reaction, to be honest. It is really, really sad. What do you guys think about this one? What do you guys think about this one? Let me know in the comment section. Do you know any of them? Do you know the time of their death, like the year? Like most of them, I don't even know when they died. Okay, so it's not that I'm watching it now. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.